In Van Helsing, Hell to Pay, Liesel, Hellchild, and Julia sit down in the moonlight as Hellchild explains what she's been doing all these years. Apparently, Hellchild's been hunting demons to make a living, but she ran into one particularly really bad demon. When she tried to take the fight to him, it didn't exactly go her way. But now, as she finds herself in the current predicament, she's lucky to have backup in the form of Liesel Van Helsing. Now, the group needs to get moving, but unfortunately, Julie still feels delirious, seeing as she was infected in Wonderland. Hellchild bites her wrist and rubs her blood on Julie's wound, seeing as she has the blood of a vampire and a demigod in her veins. But the ladies get moving as Hellchild has a local vampire source that she's been slicing pieces off of, seeing as he's specialized in eating kids. But as she enters her hideout, she finds this random badass redhead vampire bitch that just happens to be waiting on her. The redhead calls Julie a mutt, and she tells her that she also likes slicing up things. Hellchild demands to know who this mistress vampire is, but the vampire redhead tells her to stop worrying about what's in front of her and start worrying about what's behind her. The ladies find themselves trapped between a slew of mutant vampires and a redhead vampire bitch as tall as a basketball player. The ladies have no choice to play nice as the vampire redhead takes them all captive. As they walk through her laboratory, Liesel takes note of a cage being guarded by a laser grid. But as Julie starts to pass out, Liesel takes the opportunity to grab some of the chemicals on the table. Liesel tells Julie nice job, but Julie's like, no, I really passed out. But the vampire redhead tells the ladies they're now going to be put in the arena, and the winner gets to become one of her vampire dogs. But seeing as Hellchild has an unfair advantage, they inject her with a serum that suppresses some of her power. The ladies are put in an arena where they're forced to face down a slew of mutant vampires. Hellchild charges in, but seeing as her powers were suppressed, she immediately starts getting her ass whooped. As the vampires are on top of Hellchild, Jolie goes into rage mode and starts to summon Hyde. Jolie starts to beat the shit out of the mutant vampires, while Liesel whips up a firebomb with the chemical she stole earlier. Liesel throws the firebomb at the redhead and her vampire lackeys, and it causes a huge explosion. Now Hellchild's like, what the fuck, bitch? What'd you have, a rocket launcher? But the ladies have bigger problems, as Julie passes out after using her Hyde form. As Hellchild kills the last vampire, Liesel would get some more blood from her and then inject Julie with it. Luckily, this would bring Julie back, if only temporarily. But the ladies now have a bigger problem as the vampire abomination breaks out of his cage. The abomination rushes the ladies and grabs Hellchild by the face and tosses her into the ground. Liesel grabs Hellchild's blade and tosses it and impales the creature through the chest. As Liesel impales the creature with her claws from the side, Hellchild grabs her blade and makes a Pez dispenser out of the creature and puts the thing down once and for all.